What's up? It's Jamani. I wanted to talk about empathy and what it means to me. And I'm in like a weird position with it. I've been very fortunate enough to receive a lot of empathy throughout the last few years. Like I've been building my following. I have a lot of supporters that empathize with me. And I have a lot of people that don't empathize with me. And sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the negative than it is the positive. But there's a big difference from where I'm at now to where I first started when I was vlogging and, clout chasing in 2019, where, I wasn't receiving empathy. And for a lot of reasons, obvious reasons, I wasn't. But now it's kind of like, it's a lot different where it's like there's people that genuinely see a different, have a different perspective, even with my controversial unconditional state. So it's like I'm just trying to find like it in myself to like be more appreciative and focus on what I need to focus on, which is the messages and the comments that I get that really help uplift me, because I'm a grown man, and I can't depend on anything but myself, and I haven't fully dependent on anything but myself. But I've had hope that I would receive a lot more empathy than I'm already receiving. You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't, because I become emotionally dependent. There's no reason for me to be financially dependent, even regardless of my circumstances. It's all self-inflicted. So I'm a grown man that put myself in my circumstances, and I need to be a grown man and get myself out of my circumstances. At the same time, though, you know, regardless of, there's a lot of homeless people on the streets. I'm pretty sure most of them are homeless for a reason, right? I'm pretty sure nobody forced them to be homeless. They made some poor choices that led to their homelessness, right? But when it'll be wrong to kind of like, not empathize. Like if somebody was to randomly just be rude to a homeless person, it's like, that's kind of effed up, right? It's messed up a little bit. So I'm just trying to like be like focused on like being independent, being a grown man, and just being a man. But also being human too, where it's like I'm unconditional. I know I'm broken as a, what I'm saying? There was like I'm starting to recondition. I'm starting to better myself too in a lot of ways. So, I'm looking at a lot of that in the past. The whole struggling thing, that's in the past, man. I'm doing like, this month has been my best month on YouTube. And I just got to be consistent and just keep pushing forward. But I kind of, I think within this last week or so, I just kind of like, I feel like I haven't received enough empathy from peers, though. Like people that's close, like people in person, people I know personally, to kind of feel like, the people that do empathize with me, they do it from a distance. My supporters, the people. I don't have anyone that shows me. I get more support from strangers than I do from. I don't really get any support from people I know personally. And it doesn't even got to be financial. It's more of like, yo, bro, keep your head up, yo. I believe in you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, your supporters are gonna believe in you, but it's like, it's just weird to me that I don't have like people in real life. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a weird feeling. But like, I want to take accountability. I want to be responsible. And sometimes I get caught up in the controversy that I created with like my following. Like I got a lot of trollish people that they're just waiting for me. They're just waiting for me to do something wrong so they can point the finger at me and say, look, this is why, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what they're expecting. They're anticipating the downfall. They're anticipating the next wrong move I make to justify not empathizing with me, and the overall aspect of who I am is I genuinely want better for myself. I genuinely want to stop gambling eventually. I mean, even though right now I'm caught up in the gambling right now, I want to start eating better. I want to, I want to treat people better. I want to have healthier relationships with people. I don't want to be, but it's hard to say, like, am I really doing something wrong? Am I really that bad of a person that people don't have to empathize with me? Or am I not empathizing enough to say, like, well, people have their reasons on why they're not empathizing with me enough, especially like in person, like, what I'm saying? Because that's like the internet thing is like, I have that on the internet with all of the supporters I have, people that tell me just, yo, I want to, yeah, I really love it when people say, yo, bro, I want to see you make it out your situation. I want to see you, what I mean? It does mean a lot. And it's hard for me to believe it sometimes too, but I get it so much now that it's like, dang, like that it's a real thing. Like people do empathize with me. It's just that there's also the opposite there too. So I just wanted to speak on just empathy a little bit, because it's like, not I'm kind of feeling like I'm not, I feel like I don't get enough of it, but I also know I do get a lot of it too, and I gotta remind myself of that. So thank you for the people that do empathize with me and just kind of believe in me and being better and like just making it through the struggles, man. I just gotta fight it through myself and understand I gotta there's a lot I gotta do. It's up to me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get myself out this situation, because I'm the one that put myself in this situation, regardless of whatever it is I think or feel. So that's it, man. It's the journey. It's been a long journey for me, but I got so much. The journey is so much longer that it's hard to know like how this is gonna end. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm gonna end up at, because it's just like I came far, but it's not far enough. But I just gotta try to be positive. So.